Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over what is going to be coming to Pokemon Go as far as what Niantic has said on reimagining Pokemon Go itself. What does that even mean? On the surface it seems like, oh my goodness, the average player who's not in the loop of what Niantic is up to and how they go about discussing new updates, they're probably thinking that this is going to be some sort of completely revamped Pokemon Go and they're waiting for something amazing to happen. Who knows? But we're going to get into it. We already kind of talked about what we can generally be seeing and we were pretty much on the nose for it, aside from a few things that we thought were going to happen. But I am going to bring those points up too, because that could be a part of this at a later time. But with that said, if you do enjoy these types of news videos, if you can give this one a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. And let's go ahead and get into the disappointment that is going to be the reimagining of Pokemon Go. Now, before I start this, I use multiple different apps to create my videos. As far as editing, there's pretty much only one app that I use, but when it comes to thumbnails, I use like 5, okay? And in these apps that I use to create my thumbnails, I am receiving a whole lot of Pokemon Go advertisement. Makes sense. I don't typically get Pokemon Go advertisements too much, but lately they've been on the rise, I suppose. And what it has been is a target for players to come back who have been older players who probably dropped it, because I hang out with all kinds of people. And when I hang out with somebody I meet on a dating app or something and I'm like, hey, you play Pokemon Go? Like, oh yeah, I used to play that a long time ago, but I haven't touched it. So a lot of people have these accounts just sitting around. So it seems like they're trying to get people to come back and even maybe kind of influence them with this new update that they're talking about, reimagining it. So it kind of seems like, you know, oh my goodness, I haven't played in so long. What are they doing? It's going to be so hype. But I'm going to be done yapping your ear off, and let's get into this right now. All right, but first, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the trailer. So I'm going to go ahead and play that right about now.
Bruh. Bruh.
All right, so there is the trailer. Now let's go ahead and get into their blog post to see what they have going on and what they have to say here as to what we can expect for this reimagining of Pokemon Go. We'll start this video right now. All right, so this is going to be on their official blog here. Now, folks, we pretty much already went over it. What's going to happen here, aside from me talking about getting buildings or structures on the map, which is going to happen, that has been found within the data, but it doesn't say anything about them putting it in for this revamp or reimagining of Pokemon Go. I would assume they're going to probably do that at a later time, maybe sometime this summer for a new feature. It's always nice when they bring out new features in the summertime where we're able to actually explore for some of us who have snow on the ground pretty much 10 months out of the year, right? Or let's just say like 9 months or 8 months or whatever. Anyways, what's going to happen? Well, they're talking about revamping the avatars. That's what it is. And if you're out of the loop, yes, we're going to get, I wouldn't say complete customization, but a whole lot better than what we have now, except for there's a little bit of an issue. It's like they can't do one thing good without having something bad within it, unfortunately. So we'll talk about that. So let's see here. Rediscover yourself. Express yourself more with new ways to personalize your avatar. So this is what we're talking about here. When can you expect that? Well, as you see here, Rediscover yourself is going to be happening for 4/17. So on the 17th, and you have several different other ones here, which is going to be the different things that they're featuring. So on 4/22, that is going to be the dynamic backgrounds that you're going to be seeing for the Pokemon in catch screens, or if you're battling as well. And then you do have Rediscover the World. So this is going to be the new look. You're going to have those new dynamic backgrounds during catch screens. And apparently, thanks to the comments that you all have been posting, I am more in the loop because I don't go around looking on Reddit, all that crap. So I just get a lot of my information from you guys, or on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And apparently it's going to be very accurate. So if you're next to a body of water, there should be a body of water. If you're next to like a forest and potentially some buildings. You should see some trees as well as some buildings in the background. If you're in a city, you'll see buildings. If you're by an ocean, you'll be on a beach. If you're by some mountains, you'll be by some mountains. That's pretty cool, and I will be putting that to the test because we have different kind of areas here that I can definitely put that to the test. And then we do have Rediscover Kanto. They're bringing back Kanto Pokemon again, which is even more so of me thinking that they're trying to bring back these newer players. Oh, look, Kanto Pokemon again. You remember Kanto? Yeah, you remember that for the first like several months when we released it? You know, it was crashing all the time and you didn't want to play anymore because it was so broken. You're like, I'm done with this. Well, come back. It's not broken anymore. Well, not for the most part. It still crashes a lot and it's still buggy, but don't worry about that. Don't forget about that. We got all kinds of new features that you can fiddle with that are going to probably cause your game to crash even more, okay? So that's where we're at with them. And then they have this other thing here where back in the, you were able to do this AR buddy thing and have multiple Pokemon in there. I remember back in the day, me and Scarlet Witch tried to do it and it took forever. And we said, the hell with this. This is stupid, broken crap. So you're going to be able to have multiple Pokemon on screen and take kind of like a group picture, and we'll see how that works. Anytime I use the AR system and I throw out a Pokemon, guess what? They fucking fly away. They just fly away. Or they just turn into the smallest little thing in the corner and I can't even see them. I used to love using AR to take all kinds of pictures for my thumbnails, but now it's so difficult I have to go back and use almost all the other ones and kind of touch them up because the ones that I'm taking now are just all bogus and whack. So there is that. Hopefully it's going to be sorted out because for crying out loud, they're bringing out new features for features that are already broken. Get it together. Okay, so that's what we're going to see. This is going to be a little bit of a rant tangent. If you're like, oh man, this guy's crazy. I just get excited, okay? This is what I do here, all right? So if you're new, welcome in. And for the older people, I appreciate you more than you could possibly imagine. Thank you so much. And again, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Okay, wow. That was a mouthful there. Alrighty. So I will be putting up various different images here for you. I'll put up some of these dynamic images so you can take a look at that if you're kind of out of the loop. You have the building here, one with water, one with the, looks like just grassy field with trees. I'm probably going to see that for the most part. And then you have the kind of grassy field with buildings in the background. And again, these are going to be appearing for battles as well. So that's pretty cool. A new change of scenery is always welcome. Now they just need to add freaking soundtracks. I know most of us have the sound off. Same with me. I'm always usually listening to YouTube when I'm out grinding or something like that. But having some new music would be great. Even if we had to purchase them, I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, okay. Just turn on Spotify. Over. GG's. Good. Turn off the volume, put on Spotify. You have the sound of the game and some new music. No big deal. All right, now taking a look at this new avatar customization here. This is what it's going to be. This is what you're going to get, okay? It does have some pretty good in-depth character customizations for it. They did add an extra face, so there is going to be a newer face on this that you're not going to be seeing, which is going to be the original face that we currently do have on our avatars, the face style. Now, a lot of problems that we're seeing the community saying that have already received this because they are using people around the world as guinea pigs like they usually do, Niantic, to test out their system. I wouldn't call them guinea pigs, I guess, but they're more like testers to make sure things are going smooth and to see how people like it. And the results and the votes are in. People do not like the new avatar customization. The customization, very good. The style in which they pushed this out, absolutely bad. Okay, they took away male and female and there's only one person. It's just a person. You just pick and kind of customize your avatar to make it look like more of a male or more of a female. And they also made the body look like, if you're a female and you want more of a feminine body, I'm just saying any female can have any sort of body type, I suppose, but the one on here is kind of moving away from any sort of femininity at all. So hey, there is that, unfortunately. And then when it comes down to the skin types, it looks like there's a whole lot of varying different skin tones that you could pick, but it's very polarizing. It's like you look very pale, you look very dark, and there's really no in between, and it's just kind of really screwy. And then you have all these different body types, which is also going to be a plus. I'm going to have to say I'm a big fan of character customization. I think the best character customization game that I've ever played was going to probably be Saints Row 2. Old school Xbox 360 back in the day. Team Deathmatch, that was my thing. Oh, damn. Man, I miss good games. I miss good games. Saints Row, the new Saints Row is what's so woke that they made their company go broke and now they're gone. Good. Good, you idiots. All right, anyways. Get ready for reimagining a Pokemon Go, everybody. Oh my gosh, here we go. You got a Kanto event. Yeah, you got a new avatar customization, no male or female, and new dynamic backgrounds. That's reimagining. It's cool. I'm being goofy, okay? I'm just trying to be a little silly with it. But hey, there you have it. That's what you're going to expect for the reimagining. And one more thing before we do go. There is going to be assets that Pokemoners, or the Pokemon group, Pokemoners, he's still doing his thing. It's just not on X. But the Pokemon group did find buildings, potentially new point of interest that are going to be on the map. They did not, Niantic did not mention this on their blog, but you can expect this. We do not know what this is going to exactly be, but we have all kinds of speculation. We hope that they're going to be a trade center, maybe a wonder trade, maybe a heal station. I put in my 2 cents and said I hope it would be some sort of a shop where you can buy specialty items at a cheaper price, like in the shop with Pokecoins. Again, cheaper. You're like, well, what's the point of that? Well, they're kind of making you go to a specific place to purchase these, and maybe even items you can't even get in your shop. I don't know. It's just fun little ideas. I mean, come on. You can do so much with this game. It's Pokemon. You have the world at your hands. People say it's falling off, but they still have a lot of momentum here, and they need to keep that up because the steam, I want to say, is running out, but the people's steam is running out. That's where it's at. There you go, folks. I can yap on all day. You already know what it is, but I'll leave it at that. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. There's your update, and expect it for those dates there, as you've seen at the bottom. They're going to all be happening this month, so should be pretty interesting, I guess. We're probably going to bring a ton of bugs along with it. Gotta love it. Speaking of bugs, this bug out event is a little bit lackluster. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.